On to the United States of America. In exactly 61 days, the presidential transition will be complete. Joe Biden will be taking oath as the next president of the United States on the 20th of January 2021. Donald Trump is expected to leave the White House on the same day. I say expected because Trump's lawyers seem to be hell-bent on proving that he has won. They are leaving no stone unturned in challenging the result of this election, and at the same time, they are preparing to fight some legal battles that involve the Trump family. In the next 5 minutes, we tell you what's happening. Starting with the allegations of voter fraud, Trump's legal team has filed multiple lawsuits in battleground states. Most of these lawsuits are based on conspiracy theories. We have been discussing them on this show. But the latest theory being peddled by Trump's attorney, Mr. Rudy Giuliani, is unlike anything we have ever heard. Mr. Giuliani says that Joe Biden won due to a Venezuelan election technology owned by men who were allies of Hugo Chavez. You must listen to this.
The company counting our vote, with control over our vote, is owned by two Venezuelans who were allies of Chavez, are present allies of Maduro, with a company whose chairman is a close associate and business partner of George Soros, the biggest donor to the Democrat Party, the biggest donor to Antifa, and the biggest donor to Black Lives Matter. My goodness, what do we have to do to get you to give our people the truth?
So to what extent are these claims working? Are they working at all? Well, the election lawsuits filed in Arizona, Pennsylvania and Georgia have all been rejected. It is a hat trick of losses for Donald Trump and his team. The rulings came within a few hours of each other. In Arizona, a state judge dismissed the lawsuit, calling it prejudiced. In Pennsylvania, another state judge rejected the lawsuit, saying there was no evidence of any fraud or misconduct. And in Georgia, a federal judge appointed by Donald Trump himself rejected a Republican Party lawsuit, saying there was no case at all. As Trump's legal team suffers one setback after another, there is trouble brewing for the Trump family as well. New York's Attorney General has sent a subpoena to the Trump Organization. This is over records related to consulting fees paid to Ivanka Trump as part of an investigation into the president's business dealings. Allow me to break this down. In September this year, the New York Times released an explosive report on Trump's tax filings. The report revealed that the president had reduced his company's income tax liability for several years. He did so by deducting $26 million in consulting fees as a business expense, according to the reports. The NYT report said that more than $700,000 of these fees had been paid to Ivanka Trump. Less than 2 months since the report was released in public domain, the law seems to be catching up with the Trump family. Trump's legal team may perhaps want to shift its focus away from proving the elections were fraudulent to saving the Trump family's business empire. And speaking now of Trump's legal team, we get back to Mr. Rudy Giuliani. The former mayor of New York has been leading Donald Trump's legal battle to try and invalidate the 2020 presidential election results. We showed you the absurd claims that he has been making, but what's generating more interest than Mr. Giuliani's claims is his hair dye. You heard that right. Dark streaks on Rudy Giuliani's face at a recent press conference have taken the internet by storm. I'll leave you with this.
Right up. So telling you is supported by evidence.